Hello Leo, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie is relaxing elsewhere right now, but he sees me and hears me. He might come up for a visit here in a little while, we'll see. And we're bringing you your reading for the next 10 days. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different in the overall energies, which will be kind of fun. We're going to look at your energies like we always do, and then the energies connected to you, and then how those mingle and dance in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Leo collective. Keep in mind, these are general readings, not specific personal readings, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. If you want more context and texture, you can check out your sun, moon, rising, or north node readings, and that will help paint the picture. If you really want to get deep and personal, I offer personal readings. You can find the links in the description below with pricing, and also how to connect on social media and making donations. I really appreciate you supporting the channel in whatever way you are able. And let's get started here, Leo. I think I said everything. And I'm so excited about this because I'm going to pull one card from the Journey to the Divine Masculine. So we're going to pull up the masculine energies here, and then one from the Journey to the Divine Feminine. And you get to decide if it's you who represents the feminine or masculine, or somebody you're dealing with, or it could even be just differing aspects of yourself. So use your own intuition to reveal that to you. The masculine energies, Leo, that are coming up are soul searching. So there's definitely some sort of deep introspection going on in the masculine energies, either with you or someone connected to you. And I think that's beautiful. It can be a bit of a dark journey to start with, but it takes a lot of courage to really take a look at yourself and really be curious and try to figure out who you are by doing a deep soul search. So let's see what the feminine energies have to say here. The feminine energies are saying self-care, which I think would be an extremely important thing to do while you're soul searching. Whether or not you're soul searching at this moment or shadow journeying or whatever you're doing, self-care is really important. That's coming up in the feminine energies here. On your side, Leo, you get the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So Leo, I think you're feeling pretty good right now about how far you've come. You may have taken that moment to kind of look at your achievements and feel into some pride about that. You are a Leo. You like to feel proud of what you've done. And I think you're spending a little time in that energy, which is beautiful. There are people who skip that. They don't really acknowledge where they've been and what they've done. Particularly for you, I think there's something recently that you've probably resolved emotionally speaking, and you're feeling like, wow, okay, my cups are full. I'm good. Thank you very much. Nothing else to see here. I'm feeling good. We will clarify, but that's what I get. The Eight of Pentacles leading into this Knight of Pentacles. I like this progression. Something that you've worked at is going to prepare for a journey here. So you're leading me. It's not the quickest, most fiery energy I've ever felt from you, but it may have that long-standing, long-term good stuff, right? With these pentacles coming in here. For the person connected to you, they get the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a little tapping here. I was telling Aries, like, the fire signs really get things bubbling up because fire is that transformation. This person is very rapidly moving. They're definitely moving away from something emotionally. I'm not sure that it's you with what I see in the connecting energies. It could be the way they feel about certain things. If this is the person that's soul searching, if this is the person that has had to learn self-care, they're moving very quickly with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands also. I think things in this person's life are outgoing really quickly and also incoming really quickly. And in the middle of all this, they are redefining how they feel about everything. So I can't wait to clarify. That'll be interesting. In the shared energies, the two of you get the Hierophant. Aries had a very similar shared energy. But instead of what they had, which I can't remember, it doesn't matter, this is Leo reading, we have the Hanged Man here. I really like the energies of the Hierophant and the Hanged Man together in your connective energies. I don't know that I'm seeing a whole lot of romance here, Leo, but this could be somebody that inspires you and you inspire them. And you know, you get something positive from them and then they get something positive from you, and it helps you both come into this place of greater knowledge, wisdom, and awareness. So I see a nice exchange here. You could be working with them on a project. This could be a colleague of yours. You could get, you know, healing sessions with them and they get them from you. Maybe you've partnered together before, but it looks to me like some really nice evolved energies in the middle of this connection here. Let's look at this Nine of Cups over on your side. This is your chance to be proud of yourself and acknowledge yourself. Oh, goody, goody. You've done some ancestral healing with the Black Wolf. It's a special card in this deck representing 22. So it's kind of added on to the major arcana. You may be very proud of some ancestral clearing work that you've done, ancestral healing. You know, it's really the wisdom to walk through the shadows and come out on the other side. And then you have this beautiful King of Wands here, and it says honor. And I love this because I feel like this is you really stepping into yourself, into your own energy here. You might, you know, I know we're looking at a wolf deck, but if we were looking at a lion deck, this would be the male lion with the great big mane and the Mufasa kind of energy. No wonder you're feeling good about where you've come from. I think you deserve it because you've been on a very long journey through some shadowlands and come out the other side with more wisdom and clarity and peace than you had before. Let's look at this Eight of Pentacles. So here you are, you're working on something. You get the Seven of Pentacles, investment. So not only are you working on it, but you're invested in what you're working on. And you get the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Caretakers, the Beta of Caretakers. Calm, calm. I like this. I feel like with whatever it is you're building, you may feel at peace here. You know, a lot of the energies lately have bumped up against kind of that forceful energy of like push, 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 go, go, go. We actually could be our relationship to the galactic center and how our galaxy is spinning, as within, so without, right? And we're picking up on this. I like that you're able to bring this peace and calming energies into what you're doing, because I really sense that before you might have been in a more anxious or panic state, and now you're like, this is all coming together. My investment will pay off. You're very confident about that and just very calm about it too. Just like, my cup is full. I'm keeping it full. Everything's okay here. No need to get upset. No need to panic. No need to freak out, right? So nice energies for you here. I like this balance you're finding in yourself. For the Knight of Pentacles, you got the Page of Cups, creativity, nice, and the King of Swords, intellectual. So I'm going to put these two together, intellectual creativity, Leo. This is really cool. I think it's time to use your voice. I think it's time to use your sword. You know, some of you could actually be part of sports or something, some sort of activity like fencing, or your swords are your arms. You're a martial artist. You are maybe even, you play baseball and the bat, your guitar is your sword. Possibly masculine energies in you, but they're not rushing, which is cool. They're creative and they're aligned with a really keen intellect at this time. And I like how the energies are balancing themselves out within you. They're all unique and different energies, but somehow you're bringing it all together, and it's it's honestly looking really good for you, and that you're coming into some real mastery of balance in your own energies. And maybe it's through that self-care. Maybe you're doing such a good job of self-care that that's really helping you out. Okay, this other person where everything is coming and going really quickly for them, with the Knight of Swords, they get the number 12 card, the Injured, Surrender, that would be our Hanged Man here that we see in the energies. And they have the 5 of Swords, Tension. Whew. Could this be one of your martial artist friends? Like, is this somebody you spar with, maybe? Their answer for dealing with tension or conflict is they maybe get a little ahead of themselves sometimes in their energy. They have the potential to step into a trap because they're kind of rushing it. They almost feel like they have a warrior-like energy, but they allow themselves to be drawn out too quickly. And if you think about it in terms of, like, I'm going to say spiritual warfare, you fire signs are taking me deep this time. I'm usually used to this with like the water sign, but you guys got me this time. This is somebody who loses their center and rushes in, and without a proper strategy, which is very different from your energies right now. Doesn't mean you're not learning from one another, though. Maybe that's why you're in one another's life. This person rushes in, they spring the trap. They're like, oh, a trap to be sprung, I'll spring it. They kind of rush in anytime that there's like tension or conflict, but maybe don't take the time to fully analyze or strategize about the situation. And this is with their outgoing energy, so they get drawn out a little bit, and then at times they're going to get trapped, unfortunately, and that may cause them to have to take a pause with that Hanged Man energy. For the 8 of Cups, they got the Lovers, which represents union, and the 4 of Wands, which represents a stable and peaceful and achieved home space. And they've got the 8 of Cups there. Maybe this is a friend of yours or just someone close to you that has gone through, it could be even, like I said, you could have these aspects to yourself. We're multidimensional beings, and definitely the people listening to my channel are very aware of this, and they're navigating many aspects of themselves all at the same time. That's what being multidimensional is. And we're doing it in this human form, which is even more challenging, right? So this could be somebody going through a breakup, a separation of some kind, and really trying to find their way home to themselves. So, if they are in like sports or something competitive, they could be overcompensating for the loss that they feel here as they try to find their path home. So that just might be how they're attempting to cope with it. With the 8 of Wands, they get the 3 of Swords, separation, and the 9 of Pentacles, freedom. I don't know that, and this is incoming energy. Remember that Knight of Swords, I kind of saw it as the outgoing energy, and they just get a little ahead of themselves, but there's energy coming in for them that is much greater freedom. They aren't fully aligned or seeing that yet because they're still hurting. There's a lot of pain here that I see in their energies. They may feel alone at times, but in their solitude, there is freedom. And I don't know that they fully grasp that yet because everything's coming and going so quickly. Now let's look at the middle of the connection here and see what's going on with this Hierophant. You bring in the energy of the Judgment card. That represents where the places within us where we're our own inner critic, or where we are atoning and forgiving ourselves, forgiving others. A very big part of the spiritual embodiment process of the Hierophant, of returning to that next phase of our spiritual journey by being reborn, so to speak, from going through what we need to go through. And you did show me that ancestral healing and the shadow journeys that you've taken. This person, the energy that they're putting toward the Hierophant here is the Five of Cups, and it's an energy of regret. So there's a bit of melancholy here that they're bringing in. Right now, and I do see this more as like some sort of spiritual friends or something like that. They are, so I don't think you're necessarily, you might be upset with them for not being able to be there for you when you needed something, but they have regret here. So whether it's imagined or real, and they kind of misstep, they are having regret here and they are feeling sad. You may either find yourself or giving or receiving an apology. You're either going to give one to them or receive, or you're both going to apologize to each other. That seems to be on the horizon. I almost see this Five of Cups like a bit of a minor arcana card to your Judgment card that you're bringing in, the major arcana energies there. But since we do have a spirit-led, soul-led connection here, I don't think whatever you need to apologize about, it's not going to destroy you. It's almost like coming together, opposite teams, and saying, good game, good game, good game, you know? And hey man, you know, nothing personal. That was just what we were doing. It was just the game. It was just part of it, you know, but there's real feelings involved. So we have to acknowledge that. For the Hanged Man, you bring in the energy of justice and truth, and they bring in the Six of Swords, transition. And I think this relationship here will stand the test of time. This could be like a friend that you've had since childhood for quite some time, and you come and go into each other's lives. There's transitioning here into the truth. The two of you contribute that to each other's lives. Even through some of the harder things, you learn from each other and you grow. And there's some very important lessons being learned on both sides. Your energy right now is very strategic and slower moving. Their energy is very fast and a bit more chaotic, but somehow when it all comes together, the two of you have stood the test of time. I'm going to make that the title because I feel like this relationship, it's meant to be in this lifetime. All right, Leo, let's get you a card from the Inner Child Oracle to close off your reading today. Leo, the Inner Child Oracle would like you to know you deserve to be seen. We each have a desire to be seen and accepted as we are. This is a natural desire that is crucial to our well-being and the embodiment of our true self. It is nothing to be ashamed of. Give yourself the gift of being seen and accepted just as you are in this moment by yourself and by others who appreciate you, allowing yourself to take up the space that you need. That is a Leo's natural state. You are meant to have presence. You are meant to be on stage. You are meant to be seen. You are meant to take up space, Leo. So really embracing that. And I think this friendship, this relationship that I picked up in the reading actually enhances that for you as you enhance other things for them. Leo, thank you so much for joining this reading today. It was a pleasure to do, and I can't wait to see you next time.